If you're looking for a quick and easy way to get
got off the wires when I close my eyes, disconnected and tired. I see you, and I know you keep asking me, flames and fire. I know you are done with me, it's just fired. It's just fired. I was wrong, but I made it right. You came begging day and night. I don't wanna hit the bottom. Don't go out of your state of mind. I've been counting 1 to 10. I'll be back when you begin. With my music together again. I see, yeah, I see you go down. Yeah, I see you go down. I see, yeah, I see you go down. Yeah, I see you go down. And I know you keep asking me, flames and fire. I know you are done with me, it's just fired. I see you go down, yeah, I see you go down. I see you go down, yeah, I see you just fired.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning, and again it is me, Wilson, back with another USDF Branch Wars game. Today we have the 8-Bit Eagles versus the 8-Bit Battalion, that is the Air Force and the Army, in the game of Space Invaders. Again, you may have seen this room in the previous stream that was hosted by myself. This room is an absolute spectacle, guys. It has been very well crafted, and the team know exactly what they've been doing when it comes to creating such a magnificent environment for our team to play. The players are going to be entering the room shortly, and we're going to see who's going to be taking the top spot today for the Air Force and the Army. Again, that's the 8-Bit Eagles and the 8-Bit Battalion. Thank you very much for those tuning in with me for the pre-stream there. A little bit of non-copyrighted music for you from NCS Sounds on YouTube. Kimmy in the chat already with the ooey ooey. I'm not sure if that's a branch call out, but yes, I support it as well, so thank you very much for that. Where are the people, folks? We are waiting to see some people. Am I in the wrong room? I don't believe I am. It's definitely Space Invaders that we're going with here. And for any of those tuning in, of course, that aren't part of the USDF already, to get involved, all you need to do is go to the .com hotel client for Habbo Hotel, download it or play via your web browser, and search for the USDF HQ in your room navigation tool. We've got Cheesy Ryan in the Twitch chat with the Oe Oe Meow Woof comment. I like that, that's a good one. Please send all of your comments to the Twitch channel, folks. We got 7 viewers now. Kimmy responding to Cheesy Ryan with a Meow Woof, and it looks like we have the first participant in the room. We have Cheesy Ryan, one of the hosts of this Branch Wars game. Welcome, Cheesy Ryan. Pre-Firestar coming in shortly there, making his way to the stand. Good to see you, Pre-Firestar. Hopefully Air Force and the Army 8-Bit Battalion and Eagles can pull out a good game for us all here. Bit of a slow start. We've got Ristifer coming in as well, another host of Branch Wars. Whether it's this game or not, we're not too sure, but we are happy to see you, Ristifer. Air Forces coming in force here. We've got Il Brian, we've got Yorogo, we've got Victor. Air Force is pulling up, folks. This is what I like to see. This is nothing but Air Force right now. Where are the Army, folks? This is crazy. We've got Anna, we've got Carrie Hiron, we've got Mayo Cashews with a crazy name, Sene Lover, our HQ resident game host. And do we have anyone? We've got Els coming in. Everyone give a big wave to Els there, one of the hosts and organisers of Branch Wars. Nice to see you, Els. Though we are really lacking some Air Force. Sorry, not Air Force, the Army personnel. I was taken back by the comment there. Let's see what's going on in the chat here. Blessed by the one and only DJ Willie. That is myself. Please, though, Wilson is the preferred name. Calling me Willie on stream is probably not the most humbling of experiences, but Ristover, I love you and it's okay. Victor, we've got, hey Twitch, I'm Victok, your SEAC of USDF. I am not too sure what that means, but where are we going here? We've got the first Army player, not actually him, rocking through. Catherine coming in for the Army as well. Looks like we're playing for a spectate here unless she decides to give it a go. Eddie Edisor coming in and Hamiro following shortly behind. It looks like these people are here being staggered on purpose. This is good. I like this. Who else have we got rugging up? We have Python. We have Dere, he is. Someone taking a seat up here. Synax. And we got a couple of people on the teleporter as well. Bulletproof has made their way into the game. It looks like we've got a great turnout so far. This is going to be an interesting one. Now the aim of this, folks, is Space Invaders. You remember it from the classic arcades where you used to go, or if you still do go, please let me know in the Twitch chat. Are arcades still a thing, and do people still frequent them? Let me know in the Twitch chat, folks. Essentially, we're going to be playing Space Invaders. Your little caterpillar down here is going to be shooting bullets towards the enemies. What are the enemies, you might be asking? That's going to be aliens. Of course, aliens the biggest threat to the USDF right now in this arcade game. Please avoid the meteors as well, because you will unfortunately lose points for that, and that is something we don't want to see here. We want nothing but high scores on the board. Kimmy coming in with the OA. Chico with the raw. Funny Yak with, oh, this is cool. You know what, Yak? You're right. This is a really cool setup here. What have we got here? We've got Ace. This is the first time I believe I've seen Ace with me streaming. Good to see you, Ace. We've got Joel. Looks like one of our friends from another agency and a spectator. It's nice to see you there. Welcome to the game. All of the seats are nearly filled up. We've got one blue, one green, ready to go. And a lot of spectators. Tiger Lily, Ristofer, Carrie Hiron standing at the edge there. Fingal Bunt looking over the playing field as well in a really neat looking outfit. That is the Navy outfit there, folks. That is Kai Navy, Wavy Navy, however you want to call it. But welcome to everyone who has joined in. Joel going with a HTTPO. Looks like we're about to get a web link there. Let's be careful on what we share in this stream, folks. Please be careful. Ristofer, loving you too. Giving a big salute out to everyone tuning in with me, the 9 viewers. Nice to see you here. Please remember next weekend we're going to be doing a 500 credit giveaway for those in the USDF Twitch follow list and those who comment their name in the Twitch channel. That is next week, folks. So if you post your name in now, you're only going to be doing it for your own bragging rights. Looks like we have Caldistics who has rocked up here for the Marines, giving their dedication and support to their teams. Someone having a bit of a dancing episode down here. Pre-Fire Star going with what they can, showing off the moves. And the team are taking the lineup. Will the rules be given out shortly? We're going to give it a couple more minutes just to see if any stragglers are here to play this 8-bit Eagles versus 8-bit Battalion Space Invaders game. Ooh, little conversation going on here. Hi, Lily Mom. Wait, Leah? Liar. We're going to go with hi, Liar. Noella has rocked up here for the Army as well, representing her team. Nice little wave there. Dedication, support, and a laugh as well. I like that. Nice. Good luck for the game, everyone. Of course, please make sure to have fun and enjoy yourself. And hello again to the followers tuning in. Please remember, we need only 8 more followers to go on this USDF Habbo Twitch channel to reach our goal of 360. And as soon as I say that, we have another follower. Thank you very much for that, folks. The more followers we get, the more events we can provide to you who are tuning in. And that means more giveaways. And everyone likes credits, right? Everyone likes credits and giveaways. So please make sure you're locked in and following for a wonderful, wonderful time. Ristafar, Pew Pew Aliens, we shoot all of you. That is correct. Il Brian coming in with a pew as well. And Cheesy Ryan with the plug. Watch USDF Habbo stream next weekend. 7 more hits for 500C giveaway. That is right, folks. 7 more followers to unlock a 500C giveaway hosted by myself, yours truly, on this USDF Twitch channel. Carry high run there with the branch chant. Sky's no limit for us. Be sure to watch out for us indeed. That is correct. Now, as you all may know, I too represent the Air Force. Though I am completely unbiased in this game, I am here to bring it to you viewers so you have a good time. Crazy Cat starting off with a hello, hello. It looks like we might be getting some instructions coming soon on how to play. The rules are being streamed now for you folks. For anyone who wasn't here for the last video, please go ahead and pay close attention. This is going to be out of the best of 5 rounds. So that's 2 people per round, total of 10 players. On the count of 3, the timer will start and the game begins. This game taking down stage on the right here. Players both have their individual chairs. You got the red and the blue. You do have 3 lives, which is signified by the number just behind you here. That will keep us in check with who is doing what. We've just bumped up here to 17 Twitch viewers. Thank you very much for joining me. I am Wilson and I am streaming this Branch Wars USDF Habbo Hotel game of the 8-Bit Eagles versus the 8-Bit Battalion. That's the Air Force and the Army in Space Invaders. 16 followers in the Twitch channel right now. Can we add them to the roster? We only need 7 more to go to hit our goal of 360, and that will be a big benefit to all of you, I can assure you. Alternate players every round if possible, please. It looks like we have more than enough people here to do that. I'm going to be picking out some names as well. The Rasta from Ristafar and a nice little whisper there. Nice to see you, Ristafar. Pleasure to have you here. Who have we got? I'm going to be taking some suggestions here. Oh, and yes, of course, bonus points given to the player who has the highest score. This is good. Kimmy with a whisper on the "oh-wee, oh-wee." I like that. Always good to see some support for the Twitch host here. The bonus points will be awarded at the end of this Branch Wars game. So, we may work towards overtaking those on the leaderboard. The highest point set so far is 445 by the Army's Heart Military there. 97, the 8-Bit Battalion. Congratulations. Do we have Heart Military in here right now? Are they here to dedicate and support and bring their skill? Doesn't look like they are, but they are here. What? Do you think you can beat that? Positively, please. And then we got no, no, no. Come on now. There you go. Chico with the yes. Hamiro with the roar as a whisper. I appreciate that. Python with the XD raw face as well. This is some real support here, folks. Joel with the slay. Should we get the people nominated? I am not giving anyone a roar. I am not doing that on stream. I have been exposed one too many times. People here are to win and to take the top spot. The overall announcers of the Branch Wars games. Let's go over them one more time. We've got Els, we've got Kimmy, we've got Cheesy Ryan and Crazy Cat, and of course myself, A. Wilson, the dedicated Twitch Branch Wars host. Though I have had some other people take over for me and they've done a fantastic job so far. And there's peer pressure for Wilson to roar. I don't think I can do that. That is crazy. Fingerone, loving on the shirt. Thank you very much. I felt like a Hawaiian theme today. I'm not too sure why. It's been terrible in temperatures here, and I needed to just have something that could let my arms out. You know, I don't want to wear long sleeves anymore. Both teams, funny yak, raw or demoted. Okay, that's crazy. That's a bold moves. Okay. Please allow me just a moment to compose myself here. Rar. That, no. I retract that. That can't have happened. I don't want to see that anywhere posted in any screenshots in any of the servers. That didn't happen. Okay? No. Anyway, let's get back to the game here. Let's get some representatives on the board for the teams. Who have we got? Rest for calling me out with the raw carry hire and coming in at the last minute there, taking a spot just behind Cowdistics. We got Wilson roaring before GTA 6. That is true. Okay. Always remember, folks, to wash your chicken as well. That's just a common reaffirming theme that we need to put out here. Kimmy in the chat with a raw 8 out of 10. Very good. I appreciate that. I will try to do better next time if I can. I mean, on the last stream, I think I was meowing and woofing. That was a crazy one. Jigglypie with raw in the channel. Jigglypie, if you are part of the USDF, a big shout out to you. And thank you to the follower who's just clocked us over to 354. I appreciate that. It looks like players are ready. Here we go. Who have we got? We've got Pre-Firestar going up first, along with Hammy Rowe. I like that. That is good to see. Let's see who can take the first game. Now, is this... Someone needs to tell me here. Is this a practice run, or are we going straight into it? I need to know before I commentate, just in case I get too much into it. Let's go. Taking the stage. This is a practice round. Lovely. Okay. Good to see. Raw forever from Hammy Rowe. Pre-Firestar, come on now. Give us a chant. Show your support for... I mean, that works. Caca. That's kind of appropriate for the Air Force, I suppose. Pre-Firestar pretending they are a bird. Apparently, I'm asleep on the platform over here. I can't move, but I do have a nice little pillow to keep my posterior nice and soft. Noella with the hello in the chat. That's the first time chat, folks. Give a big shout out to Noella. I'm going to go ahead and pin that for approximately 1 minute there, just so we can remind everyone that you are welcome in this Twitch stream. This is one practice round to begin with. Ready to soar, Air Force Raw. The chants are making their way to the stage. I can see a lot of quiet members in the audience here. Guys, if you are watching this stream, give a shout out. Let me see your support for your team, please. The teams are taking the stages as we speak. Who have we got? Pre-Firestar, Hammy Rowe representing the Army and the 8-Bit Battalion. Pre-Firestar representing the Air Force and the 8-Bit Eagles. You can tell this is kind of a retro-themed game, right? I'm hoping so, because if it's not coming across as it's a clear retro-themed game, we're going to have a chat with the hosts, right? And that's not going to be a fun chat, because they put a lot of time, dedication, and effort into this, and if you can't tell that it's arcade theme, we're going to have problems. Let's see who can take the practice round and show off the stream. Yak with a fairly viable question. Can they play again after the practice round? I believe that should be allowed, unless the Branch Wars hosts determine otherwise. Of course, throughout this game as well, we're going to be people practicing for the MVP. That is the MVP slot for this game. Each game we nominate one person who is the most valuable player for the round. Bit of confusion here from Crazy Cat. Let's see, what's the issue? Have we still got the folks? Oh, they've disappeared. Hang on a minute. Hammy Rowe and Pre-Firestar have disappeared. They have entered into the ether. Ah, okay. Both teams may select a player for practice. Looks like we've got Derp Derp here, 554, coming in to give their support as well, or potentially play for the Air Force. Nice to see you, Derp Derp. Chico with the... That's a fair comment, Chico. Raging at Space Invaders is correct, and when you see this game, if you haven't already, you will completely understand the frustration that can come with it. Points will not be taken into this account for the practice round, so go ahead and give it a go if you want to get up on those leaderboards. We do have the first contender for the Navy. Okay, we've got the... Hang on, is this right? Have I got something wrong? The Navy are going in for a practice round? That's... I don't know, someone's going to have to tell me. Derpy Wilson in the chat, thank you very much. Nice to see you here. I'm a little confused. Someone's going to have to tell me. Can the Navy play as a practice round when this is the Eagles versus the Battalion? I don't know. Yeah, Kimmy with a hold comment here. I want to make sure that this is right. I'm a little confused. I think we're going to go ahead with the game. Even though it's a practice round, I guess it doesn't matter as such. Ah, there we go. The Air Force versus the Army only. That is correct. I was just a little confused there. It's Army versus the Air Force, Derpy. It's not the Navy. Someone is going to have to step out. Chico, the dedication and support was there. Hang on a minute. I don't know if you can see my stream, but I saw a little change in the motto there. That is... Okay. Okay, do you know what? This is crazy. The event on the Discord is wrong. I have no control over what is posted in the Discord, Derpy. I am just here to do the stream. It looks like the issue has been resolved, and the teams are starting already. We've got Army for Chico, the 8-bit Battalion, and of course Pre-Fire Star representing the Air Force, and the 8-bit Eagles. Now, as you can see here, the enemies are going to be making their way closer to the players, and they control this little green dude here to fire off their shots and gain points for killing the aliens. But if they hit one of the asteroids, they indeed lose points. And it looks like the Army is taking a slight lead on 35 points to the Air Force's 5. Unfortunate hit on an asteroid there. Can they bring it back? Let's see. This practice round is obviously going to give you a key indication of how to play this game. Joel, yes, just to confirm, you do have to hit the aliens. We've got only 2 asteroids on the Army's playing field right here. This is pretty unfair considering the Air Force have about 6 or 7. But this is all random. There is no bias in this game, of course. So, can the practice run give us an indication of who might take the top spot? 2 minutes left on the clock. Army at 90, just hit an asteroid there. Air Force taking the lead at 125, a good pullback there. 140, 145. Can we get some more aliens picked up for the Battalion? A difference of 15 between the two, back down to 10. Again, looks like the Army have just taken the lead, and the score has just completely... That's impressive. Okay, that is a dead heat on score there, with the Air Force taking it just up to 215. Back down to 200 from hitting an alien, though the Army have done the same thing as well. We've got a couple of aliens making their way a bit too close to the front there, folks. Make sure you clear them up or you're going to lose points. Head and head on the scores again. 5 difference between the 2. Can the Army clear up the 1? And can the Air Force clear up the little blue guy coming towards them as well? Throat is incredibly dry. Sorry, folks. Neck and neck on the score. 10 difference. 1 minute left on the clock. Lives are looking at 3 and 3. This is great. I remember when I did the test run for this, I actually lost all my lives very quickly. Back on neck and neck again. Army taking the slight lead with the 80. Air Force catching up just with them last 5 points. Air Force really need to clean the last 2-3 aliens from the front there. Looks like the Army have put some space between themselves. Can they make it in the last 35 seconds to maintain the top? It's lovely to see the crowd here giving a lot of support. Give a big hoorah and a shout for your team, please, folks. I want to see that chat bubbles filled. We've got the Army taking it up at 345 to 50 and the Air Force lagging slowly behind. If someone hits an asteroid, which I believe the Army have just hit an asteroid, taking them down to 355 on the score. Air Force gaining that lead by about 15 points. It's neck and neck again. This game is changing really quickly. This is impressive. And it looks like the playing field has been cleared for the Air Force. Not sure what happened there. 3 seconds on the clock. I'm a little confused. But the game is over. I think we're going to have to go ahead and call it there. The lives may have been lost. That's possibly what happened. So just to recap there, that was a practice round. These points do not get their way onto the scoreboard officially, but they will be there for people to use as a benchmark. Well done to Chico and Pre-Fire Star for that practice run. Those are some good scores there. And hopefully you now have an understanding of what to do. Looks like you're about to be placed in the middle of an ad as well, so I do apologise. I'll be with you shortly. Let's have a look at what the chat is saying here. We've still got Chico sat in the chair, though the timer has ended. Do they have to exit themselves? Are they still going? I'm not too sure what's happened here. Do you know what? We'll let them continue. There you go. The game has ended for them. And we're back in to the official rounds of this USDF Branch Wars 8-bit Battalion versus the 8-bit Eagles in Space Invaders. That was a practice round. Let's see who's being nominated for the official. It looks like we do have a taker here. Chico might be going back again, unless they're just squaring off to Pre-Firestar, which is possible right here. Oh, looks like Pre-Firestar is going in for an official round. And so is Chico. Okay, this is again a heat-to-heat. 18 viewers on the stream. Thank you very much. I give a salute to all of you tuning in. And apologies for the ad break. Got a couple more people coming in to view. We've got, who have we got down here? We've got Vespatilla, nice to see you. We've got Mayo Cashews in the Branch Wars uniform. Anyone else joined in? Navita is here staring deeply into the camera. Navita, please take a seat. You're making me feel a little anxious there. AC-130, a appropriately named person for an appropriately named Air Force branch. Victor, standing off to the side to block the view from... Okay, Victor staring straight into the camera. Again, slightly unnerving there. Let's see. Can they take it for the official round? Oh, Chico trying to head back to the chair. Doing a bit of the moonwalk over here. Oh, now the teams are going for it. Pre-Firestar making it closer to the chair. Nope, they've done a 180. Can Chico make it to the chair in time? Nope. Looks like Pre-Firestar is going to have to go to it. Oh, hang on. We've got some checks over here. Are we ready to battle it out? 8-bit Battalion and 8-bit Eagles. I believe the teams are ready here. Roar ready. That took me a little while to say. I'm not too sure what happened there. Only 6 followers needed to reach our goal, 354 out of 360. If you feel like you can support this channel and give it a follow, then please go ahead and click that blue button and do us a favour. And of course, if you're not part of the USDF and want to join in on events like this, please make your way to the .com Habbo Hotel client, download it or play in the web browser, and search for the USDF HQ in the room navigation tool. The game is starting in 3. And they have begun. It looks like the army have gotten lucky with no asteroid on the field for the first spawn. And unfortunately, Air Force have 2. The aliens are coming and the points are neck and neck with a couple of seconds into the game. Looks like Army has taken the lead to 20, putting a 15% lead on the Air Force. Though the points in this game will change dramatically as they already have, and they are neck and neck again. Army taking the lead just a little bit more there. The Caterpillars are controlled by the left and right arrows just in front of our players down here. And they're all trying to kill the aliens. The Army have made a significant jump there up to 80 points. But the playing field for the Air Force is completely clean. They could possibly steal a large amount of points here if they can be smart. 105 for the Army to Air Force's 45. Pre-Firestar doing the absolute best they can. Chico also putting in absolute work here. Can we do it? Can we pull it back? Can the scores be even in 1 minute and 50 seconds? Let's see. As the game progresses, the asteroids get more and more abundant, leading to more chances to make an incorrect shot. That shot from the Army just skimming between 2 asteroids there, playing it incredibly close. Waiting for the aliens to be killed, though the points lead is still in the Army's favour at 150, with 45 points being needed for the Air Force to catch up. Lives are currently at 3 and 3 still. This is perfectly good gameplay. The catching up is being made. Only 30 on the lead. A asteroid being hit has taken them down to neck and neck with a 5 difference. Army trying to pull it up, and 160 for the Air Force due to an asteroid hit. Army taking the lead over to 200. A points difference of about 30, 35 there. Can they clear it up? There's an alien coming right in front of you. You need to make sure you clear it before it reaches you and takes down a life. We don't want that. You're on 2 lives at the moment, Air Force. Army have their 3. 55 seconds on the clock and a points difference that isn't unreasonable to have matched. 230 for Air Force, 255 for Army. Going up to 270 for the Army as well. 230 for the Air Force. Can we get it pulled? Is there any chance it can be neck and neck by the end? 35 seconds on the clock. Aliens being hit. A lot of asteroids for the Army there. And unfortunately, a big hit on the asteroids, taking them down to 285. This could be Air Force's chance to go ahead and pull that back. Though it looks like Army have regained consciousness. And they are still trying to hit that high score. 320 to 270. Army and Air Force, the 8-bit Battalion and the 8-bit Eagles, battling it out for the last 15 seconds. 345, 350 to 260. Caterpillar staying straight in the middle there. And it looks like a life has been lost for the Air Force, leaving the Army to clear up there with 380 points to 270. Welcome Harry D98 to the chat. It is your first time chat, so we're going to go ahead and pin that for 1 minute. Make sure if you're not following to go ahead and press that blue button and follow the channel for a chance to be in next weekend for a 500C giveaway. That was a great game by Chico and Pre-Firestar. It's good to see people having some fun here as well. A lot of support from both teams. It's incredibly neutral when it comes to support, folks, and make sure to be respectful at all times. Round 1 has been completed. Can we reach round 2 with some new players? Of course, that is the rules. Looks like Ilbrine's going. The Air Force having a little bit of deliberation over here, just to see who's stepping up. I think Ilbrine's making a way for the team. Ristofer, anxiety attack. I wouldn't have let that alien get so close. Sorry, reading that word there, that confused me. Mayo Cashews, I won the fun round last time, so maybe I can do it again. Mayo Cashews, that's some good encouragement there. Who have we got? We've got Hamiro and Victor stepping up. Victor's being kind and letting someone else give it a shot. I think Ilbrine might be wanting to step up. Okay, let's do it. The SEAC of the USDF is stepping up against Hamiro. The XO, AT&E are about to battle it out in Space Invaders. The 8-bit Eagles and the 8-bit Battalion taking their marks. Let's see who can take top spot. Marie versus Vic. Taking the stage now. This is the first round KMS shoes. We're going up to 5 in total. Victor with the dedication and support there. Good luck to Marie. And I'm not even going to attempt to say that. Good luck, guys. You've both got this in the bag. Being neutral, of course, though the Air Force is in my heart always. Starting in 3. Victor with a meow? That's crazy. Is that like emotional tactics there? That's impressive. Open playing field there with an asteroid on both sides and a respectable amount of aliens. It looks like we've got 2 asteroids to 2 asteroids, but Army taking the lead with the first hit on 10 points. Air Force narrowing the gap by 5. And of course, Army gaining just a little bit there. And the Air Force has just taken over, actually. I apologise. It looks like an asteroid has just been hit on the left-hand side from the Army, taking them back down to 0 points, bringing it back up to 10. Victor in the lead by 20. Can he maintain that lead? Let's see. Looked like that might hit an asteroid, but it didn't count. It looks like the scores are 15 apart, 10 apart. Back to 10. It's incredibly close. All of these games are very, very neck and neck. Gives a great amount of competitiveness to it as well. Chat's over here going absolutely crazy. If you can see that at the top left on this stream, please enjoy and keep it respectful. If an alien or asteroid reaches your arrow, you will lose a life. Both players on 3 lives at the moment. Army taking the lead to 105 points. Air Force slowly behind at 85. Can the 8-bit Eagles pull it back? Let's have a look. And it looks like... Oh, I thought an asteroid was just about to be hit there by the Army. But the lead is slowly narrowing. We've got 125 to 100. 30 points difference as the clock hits 135. Look at the aliens. Let's go for it. An asteroid has been hit, bringing that lead down to 10. Unfortunately, Air Force has hit it as well, but the Air Force have done themselves a favour by leaving nothing but aliens on the playing field. Can they help that scoreboard change with a nice clean playing field. Some asteroids have just come back now. Points difference of just about 15, neck and neck as the clock hits 110. Army taking the lead to 200. Can it be brought? Oh, we've just had an asteroid hit on the Air Force side. Hammy Row taking it up to 215, 220. A good lead here. Vic, you need to pull it back, my friend. Come on, let's hit some aliens. We've got 210, 225 to 235 on the Army side to Air Force's 220. 50 seconds on the clock remaining, and the score could go either way. Shoot those aliens, folks. Avoid the asteroids, and don't let them get too close to that arrow, which I'm looking at the Air Force here. It looks like you've got one coming just a bit too close, and unfortunately, you've just lost a life, Vic. You're down to 2, but you've still got plenty of time. 35 seconds on the clock. The points are almost neck and neck yet again. We got 300 for the Army and 265, 270 for the Air Force, with the Army taking a few more aliens up to that top spot. Victor is currently in his chair crying right now, but it's okay, folks. We're all here to have fun. 20 seconds on the clock, and Victor has had a reset. This could be game over for the Air Force. This is Army at 375 to 290. Marie has taken it. Hammy Row, congratulations for the 8-bit battalion. Looks like the game has ended, and they are on the board, and it looks like Hammy Row has taken the top spot with 400 points. Howdy93 in the chat with the Let's Go Air Force. Big shout out to the Air Force there from our Twitch stream. Appreciate that, folks. And again, anyone who is watching the stream who isn't following, please go ahead and click that follow button and make sure we can get our goal of 360 followers, so I, Wilson, can do a 500 credit giveaway for you next weekend. That is indeed a new leaderboard topper. Hammy Row at 400 points. I'm going to go ahead and give a good clap there. Bit of a salute to the top spot there. And of course, Victor, you did absolutely wonderful as well. This game is rage-inducing though, so please don't feel disheartened if you get taken out a bit too soon. 20 viewers in the Twitch channel right now. Really appreciate that, guys. Go ahead and give us a follow if you can. And if you're not part of the USDF and want to get involved in events like this, whether it's writing the scripts for them, whether it's building the rooms, go ahead and head to the .com Hotel Habbo client, download or play in the web browser, and search for the USDF HQ in the chat. We're currently up to 21 viewers now on the Twitch stream. Nice to see all of you here. I am Wilson, and I am streaming our Habbo Hotel Air Force USDF Branch Wars games. That's Air Force versus the Army. We only need 6 more followers before we can go ahead and give 500 credits away next weekend. 6 more followers. We can do it, folks. I've got faith. Do we have any more players stepping up? I have completely been misguided there. We've got Eddie Edisor representing the battalion and Urogo going ahead and supporting the Eagles here. Can the 8-bit Eagles clutch this up? Let's get that score reset and see who takes it home for this next round. We've got an asteroid on both field. Again, a good level playing start, though it looks like the Air Force have just taken a second asteroid down to play, followed by the Army shortly behind with 2. Scores neck and neck at 2 minutes 45, 10 seconds in. Air Force taking a slight lead with 5 points there, up to 10 already. The Army going for the aliens as best they can. Urogo dedicated, skimming past 2 asteroids there to take it up to 235. 10-point lead for both teams. Asteroids crowding the field now as the aliens make their way further down to you. Lives both at 3 and 3. 2 minutes 20 on the clock. Air Force coming out with 60 points. Army behind at 40. 25 on the lead. 2:15 on the clock. Can it be pulled back? Can the Army do it? Can they narrow that gap and get it neck and neck and possibly take it? Or is the Air Force going to show their dedication and domination and go ahead and take the lead? It looks like the points are coming dangerously close to each other, but some good alien cleanup there from the Air Force and Urogo with 105 points to 105. It's immediately taken over to 105 again. We just had a increase in points, then a hit from an asteroid there. Unfortunate. Aliens getting a little too close to Urogo's side here. Down on the bottom, remember to clear them up, otherwise you are going to lose a life. You lose all 3 lives and the game is over, and that can be an automatic win for the other team if they gain a higher score. 185 to the Army there, back down to 170 with the Air Force leading at 180, 185, 190 for the Army, 200 neck and neck, 5-point lead to the Air Force, 210, 215 on both sides, neck and neck again, 1 minute 15 on the clock. Air Force taking a slight lead there at 235 to Army's 230, 5 points difference, neck and neck once again. This is the 5th time this has been neck and neck. Air Force leading it out to 250, Army going at 240 so far, 245. They just need a few more aliens. That went right through the middle, giving them a lead at 260. Eurogo doing absolutely wonderful at 250, clearing up what they can. They've got a good opportunity with not a lot of asteroids on the field. Neck and neck scores again at 50 seconds remaining. 275 to the Army with the lead, taking it up to 280. Air Force 255, 260. Can they bring it back? How are the lives looking? We've got 2 lives for the 8-bit battalion and 3 for the Eagles. It looks like the lead might have been taken by the Army here with an asteroid being hit on Air Force's side. They're up to 290. Back down to 275. That's unfortunate. Army are going strong with 334. Sorry, 334. That's 345. 25 seconds on the clock. 300 just being hit by the Air Force there. Can they make up that 60-point lead? It looks like we need to clear that alien before it reaches you. Eurogo, you can do it. Well done. Good clean up there, but make sure to get the other ones coming in just behind you. 2 lives to 1 lives for Eurogo there. It looks like the points are down to the last 5 seconds. Can it be clawed back? I don't know, but it looks like the Army have taken it and they've reached a new top spot on the board with 405 points. Let's check that leaderboard, folks. And Eddie Edisor has taken it, 405 as the highest score. Hamiro 400 and Chico 380. It looks like this is a Army dominated game right now, folks. This is very impressive. Carry higher on, wing spread will forge ahead. I like that. That's a good shout out for the cheers and chants of the 8-bit Eagles there. They did give it their best. Both people. Congratulations, Eurogo, Eddie Edisor. You are doing extremely well and representing both branches with integrity, honesty, and a bit of fun and competitiveness as well. Let's have it. Eagles, let's wave white flags. Let's not do that. AC-130, come on now. We're not giving up right now. We are staying strong to this game. Looks like we have big man on deck, Deputy Secretary of Defense, the USDF Wireless. Welcome and a salute to you, good sir. I feel like Captain on deck should probably be stated here. It's nice to see you. Welcome to the 8-bit Eagles versus the Battalion game. We've got Space Invaders on the cards for you, and if you do happen to be watching the stream and there's any messages you'd like to share from USDF, please go ahead and immortalize it in the Twitch stream. Keep it real, keep it honest, keep it polite, but keep it respectful, of course. Make sure you've got respect for your fellow players. We are going to go ahead and have bonus points for your branch, though it looks like right now, with the leaderboards as they are, we've got Army, Eddie Edisor, Hamiro, and Chico taking those top spots. But can it be brought back? Can the Air Force, the 8-bit Eagles, pull something out of their pockets that shoots them to the top of that leaderboard? I believe this is now going to be round 4 that gets played here. Who's been stepping up? We got anyone down here yet? Doesn't look like we have anyone. Let's get some players nominated, folks. Oh, is Victor going for it? Looks like Victor's making a move. Nope, Victor's just taking a nice little stop at the edge to have a look. Oh, not actually him, is taking it up for the Battalion and the Army. Good dedication there, and pre-fire star looks like they're possibly going in again. I was going to say, yep, nope, we're good. Let's change it up just a little. 5 followers required for this Twitch stream, so please go ahead, if you are not following already, go ahead and give us a follow and allow us to do that 500C giveaway next week when I stream the next game for you all. Thank you whoever followed as well. I will give you a salute as always, and welcome to the USDF Branch Wars games. Wirus kind of just stood there looking slightly menacingly, as if he's got something important to say, but is just waiting for the right time to say it. Do you know, when people just stand up, like, do you know when you're in a room and someone will come and stand up and just not sit down, put you on edge, right? That's what I'm getting those kind of vibes right now. Who have we got playing? not actually him, and O'Brien, not actually him representing the army, that 8-bit battalion. O'Brien representing the Eagles. High score is currently at 445 by the Marines. Can they go for 450? Now that's just the overall high score, not this game's high score. Navita, the true question will be answered today. Is he actually him? That's impressive. There you go, you've had your answer. The answer is no. And they are ready, starting in 3 seconds. And they are off. Scores have been reset and both teams start with 1 asteroid on the field. A close hit there from Army with 2 asteroids being led onto their playing field. No points on the board just yet. Take that back. We've got Air Force taking the lead by 10. Can they make it up? Can the Army hit an alien and get some points on the board? We've got 5-point lead to the Air Force here. Closing down with a 5-point loss to the Air Force. Army taking it up to 20 points. We've got neck and neck nearly on the scores again. 5-point lead to the Army. Neck and neck. Air Force taking it over to 30 on the scoreboard. Slow game to start off with. 50 on the lead for the Air Force. Army at 35. Looks like we've got a healthy amount of asteroids and aliens making their way down to half of the playing field. This is impressive. Scores are back at neck and neck at 210 on the clock. 265 to the Army. 260 for the Air Force there. Though it looks like we've just had an asteroid hit on the Army side, knocking them down back just a little, but they claw it back to 270. Let's see O'Brien pick up the difference there with 275. Can they make it to 290, 285? Yes, they have tied the scores at 295 at 1 minute 55 on the clock, but the Army have cleared up a few more aliens, taking it to 120. As he says that, the Air Force brings it back just neck and neck, but Army take it again up to 135. Lives on the board, sitting at 3-3. 140 on the clock. 140 to the Army. 145 to the Air Force. They have pulled the lead out. This is back and forth, ping pong being played right here, folks. 150 for the Army, 175 for the Air Force. I'm struggling to keep up here, folks. Let's see. Air Force have just hit an asteroid, taking the lead down to 185 to Army's 170. Can it be clawed back with a good couple of alien hits? Let's see what's happening. 220. Air Force increasing that lead exponentially here. 250 to Army's 215. The 8-bit Eagles really putting in the work here. 265. Are they going for the top score? We've still got an entire 60 seconds left. Can they make it to the top of the leaderboards? It looks like the Army have just hit 210 on their score from an asteroid hit as well. Don't give up. You've got this. Keep pushing everything you can into this game. Air Force playing tactically now. They've got the lead. They're only going for the guaranteed alien hits. 315 to them to Army's 235. The Battalion doing everything they can to bring up that almost 100% score difference there. 100 points, not 100%. That'd be absolutely crazy, and then they definitely would be taking the top spot for the board. Air Force at 320. Army at 2 lives and 250. They're going to need to pull something out of their bag in this last 30 seconds to make sure they can regain that top dominated lead that is nothing but Army right now. But the Air Force are still sticking strong at 335. The Army have made a significant point increase there to 315. Can the Air Force pull it back and gain that lead significantly? They need to avoid the asteroids. 370 on 5 seconds left to Army's 335. This could go either way. There's only a few seconds left, and the game has stopped at 0-0 with Air Force, the 8-bit Eagles, taking 380 on the board to Army's 360. O'Brien and not actually him. Well done, folks. You have done spectacularly there. I am very, very impressed. Where are we at? Let's go ahead and leave you with the chat there. Let me just go ahead and answer some of the message we've got here. Victor has made it to the Twitch channel. Welcome, Vic. Go ahead and please follow if you're not already following. Wirus still just staring menacingly into the camera. That's crazy. Just answering some messages. Please bear with me, folks. Crazy trying to manage 3 different things at once. Just about to post that in the actual Twitch stream. I apologise. Trying to keep up with everything. This is going crazy. Okay, there we go. I'm back. Here we go. Have fun in the final round. Let's look at that scoreboard again. We've got Emperor I representing the Battalion. Mayo Cashews for the Eagles. Eddie Edisor, Hamiro, and Chico taking it top 3 spots, 405, 400, 380 respectively. This is the round that if it's lost, it could go either way. Players taking their seats. Andre is definitely observing Wirus there, having a little look around, seeing if everyone's keeping it real, honest, and respectful. Both players are ready, locked and loaded. Good luck. Good sportsmanship there from the Air Force and the Eagles. Emperor I as well, responding with the good luck as well. This is nice. This is what we want to see here at the USDF. We want to see friendliness, we want to see involvement, and we want to see some real good sportsmanship. And that is exactly what we're seeing here today, folks, with Mayo Cashews and Emperor I representing the 8-bit Eagles and 8-bit Battalion respectively. And they're off. Again, it seems to be a level playing field with 2 asteroids being entered into the playing field, though it looks like Army has gotten unlucky with another one, though Air Force has just had that coming as well. 3 asteroids on the left, 2 on the right. Points lead is currently at neck and neck, 10 points. Army have taken the lead up to 2-5 on the points, leading it to 35. Ilbrian needing to maintain an extra 15-point lead to get the scores back neck and neck. They're pulling it up to 30. The scores have been reduced to 10. 2 minutes 30 on the clock. 2:45 over to the Air Force. Army, 2:45 over to the Army. Air Force have hit an asteroid, taking them back down to 0-4-0 on the points. Army increasing the lead to 0-6-5, 0-7-5. They are increasing their points lead significantly, folks. Air Force stuck at 70. Can they pull back some more alien kills? Yes, they can. Army up to 120, though that was a lot of asteroids on the field there. I kind of feel a bit bad for the Army there, but they're at 105 to 90. Can the Air Force bring that points difference back in? 115 to the Army, 105 to the Air Force, 120 to 155, 130, 150 on the clock. It looks like we're neck and neck at 140. I feel like, do you know what? I feel like a bit like an auctioneer, do you know, at the stand where they're trying to sell off goods? Kind of feel like that right now. 170 to the Army, 165 to the Air Force. Points are neck and neck again with a 5-point lead going over to the Air Force. Points have just been equalised again, and the aliens getting dangerously close to the Army's front row there. Don't lose those lives, folks. Points neck and neck yet again with 125 on the clock. Can it be increased either way? The Air Force have taken it up 200, though they hit an asteroid, bringing it back down to 200, allowing the Army to take it up to 210, 215 there, 115 on the clock. We need to see some points here from both sides if they want to increase their lead. They've just both hit asteroids, bringing them down to a tie, giving Air Force the slight lead at 260 to Army's 255. The Battalion and the Eagles going strong here. It looks like there are no asteroids on the Air Force's side right now, leaving them the ability to possibly clear up, though Army are not having any of it, and they are really trying to claw back that lead. 5 points, 10 points in the lead right now as we speak. Air Force trying to close it in. It looks like we've just crested 300 points to both teams. 45 seconds on the clock right now. 310 for the Air Force, 320 for the Army. Can they increase it any further? I want to see one team absolutely dominate the scoreboard and get that top spot for the bonus points at the end of Branch Wars. Neck and neck on the scores at 30 seconds on the clock. Air Force taking a slight lead at 365. Can the Army pull it back? 365. Air Force hitting an asteroid, taking them down to about 350. And it looks like there was a reset on the Army side, leaving a clear possible winner if they can hit those last aliens within the last couple of seconds. What's going on here? We're not moving the Caterpillar, we're just leaving it to fate at this point. It looks like the Air Force left it to fate and have hit 405 points, taking them to be the winners for this round of Space Invaders. Let's have a look at the scoreboards now. We've got Hamiro, Mayo Cashews, and Eddie Edisor still at the top spot. It looks like Mayo Cashews has tied for the top spot. Let's see how that happens in terms of bonus points at the end. That's an interesting one, and that is a close call. Mayo Cashews could have had it if they'd have just gotten 5 more points. But this is a fantastic game so far. Everyone's been performing phenomenally well, and I appreciate all 16 of you with a salute for joining in on this Twitch stream. You're doing fantastic work for the USDF. Thank you so much for your support and dedication. Mayo, you did brilliantly. Eddie Edisor, Emperor I, everyone here doing absolutely wonderful. All the players, a big shout out to you. Let's go through Eddie Edisor, Mayo Cashews, Hamiro, Chico, Ilbrine, Emperor I, not actually him, Urogo, Victor, and Pre-Fire Star. Congratulations to you all for participating. And I believe we've got an advert, which is perfect. Perfect time to try and fill this space with some information about Branch Wars. This is my first Branch Wars, and I have been chosen to do some of the hosting for you. So I hope that I perform admirably for you and bring you good coverage of this game. It looks like the MVP is being deliberated against, so please, let's just maintain the rules of the MVP. So, the MVP is picked at the sole discretion of the Branch Wars hosts. There is no input from anyone else allowed. This is all the hosts' decisions. It's someone who has shown great skill or sportsmanship throughout Branch Wars, and of course, it cannot be someone who has already been nominated before, or at least someone who has not already been MVP before in Branch Wars 24. So while the team deliberate, let's have a look who our final players are. Mayo, Victor, Urogo, Pre-Fire Star, not actually him, Emperor I, Ilbrine, Chico, Hamiro, and Eddie Edisor all could reach MVP. And the MVP is... There's going to be a big drum roll here. I remember the last stream I had to delay it for at least 2 minutes, which absolutely killed me as your host. Please don't let the host do that again. Let's go ahead and announce it. Who is the MVP? Congratulations, the 8-Bit Battalion, for winning today's game. Ah, they're going to do it, aren't they? They're going to long this out. I like it. It brings suspense, but honestly, it kills my throat. Here we go. Congratulations, 8-Bit Battalion, for winning today's game. Oh, wow, okay, they beat me to it. I like that. Thank you very much, Branch Wars hosts Eddie Edisor, for earning the MVP title for Space Invaders today. Congratulations to you. And a big shout out for that 405 being the first person on the board with the top score. Congratulations to everyone here who has participated. Obviously now what happens after these games end is we usually go to the fun rounds where I leave the stream running and you can go ahead and just spectate what everyone gets up to after the Twitch has turned off. Thank you for the 4 followers that had helped us boost the goal to 355 here. I really appreciate you, and if you can follow or recommend this to any of your friends or other viewers who you think might enjoy the content, please go ahead and do so. I have been Wilson, Twitch streaming this Branch Wars USDF game of the 8-Bit Eagles versus the 8-Bit Battalion for you in Space Invaders. And of course, if you are not in the USDF, make your way to the .com Habbo Hotel client, download it or play in your web browser, and go ahead and search for the USDF HQ in the room navigation tool. I have been Wilson. Thank you once again to everyone playing. I'm going to put on some music for you and allow you to watch the fun games play out. So, from me, thank you very much.
break, my heart give up. Why did darkness come? I felt the lightning shake me into hell. Why did darkness come? I wanna stay in here where I belong. Why did darkness come? Something keeps waking me up. Nothing left to give. When we break apart, the darkness with him. Ooh.
messy mind. Think I need to help you. I'm gonna try.